A Quiet Place is directed by John Krasinski. And I'm not going to do it all in a whisper. But yeah, A Quiet Place is directed by John Krasinski. And stars John Krasinski along with his wife, Emily Blunt, and two very good child actors who I don't know their names, I apologize, but they're both very, very good here. And A Quiet Place tells the simple but very effective story of a family who is like in the middle of an apocalypse, essentially, where these creatures have come to Earth. Their origins never necessarily explained, but they are otherworldly creatures. It's kind of like Signs in a way. It's actually, there's a lot of inspiration here from Signs, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so these creatures have come to Earth. These creatures are blind, but they're incredibly good at hearing. Like, wow, they're good at hearing. And if you make the smallest noise, they will come and attack you. So this whole movie, these characters have to stay silent. And it's very effective. I think this is an excellent horror movie. John Krasinski does a great job directing here. I can't wait to see what he does next as far as directing goes. I know he did The Hollers, and I haven't seen that. But I think he did a very good job here. He also gives probably the best performance in the movie. There's an amazing moment towards the end with his character that almost had me in tears. It was perfect. The character development here is surprisingly effective. There isn't much of it at all. Like, they aren't given much personality, but there are things you are given in this movie that kind of piece together what they might have been in a past life, and I think that really works. It's very telling. There's a lot of face acting in this movie because there's a lot of sign language. There isn't a lot of actual talking. There are a couple scenes where they do talk, but most of this movie is in sign language, so it's a lot of subtitles. But it really works, I think. I think the characters do feel like a tightly knit family, especially John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, because they are actually married in real life. And this movie's intense. This movie's really intense. It's very tight. I think there are some incredibly intense sequences throughout, and it's a very quiet movie, and as I expected, my entire audience was like incredibly quiet. Like, you can hear everyone like trying to eat their popcorn like very quietly. And then someone makes the smallest noise, and I could just hear shh from the back. It was a very good theater experience, I think. And this is definitely one you're going to want to see with a packed audience like I did. So yeah, this is an excellent movie though. Like, it's genuinely suspenseful. It has some great intense scenes. The ending's really great. It is a little bit of a it's definitely Signs inspired. I could definitely tell. It's very reminiscent of Signs, but it works on its own, and I think it's a very good ending. And yeah, I think A Quiet Place is an excellent horror movie. It's genuinely suspenseful. It's incredibly well acted. The characters are very good. It has an amazing heart to it that I did not see coming. As I said, it almost made me cry. Almost. I didn't quite get there. I think it could have let the moment soak in a little more, and I really would have felt it. But overall, this is a really great horror movie. I think it has problems. There are definitely nitpicky things here. Like, there are things where like, oh, that will never happen, or I'm keeping this vague, or why are they doing that? That will never happen. But yeah, there are things like that throughout the movie. There are questionable moments as far as like decision making goes, and I said there are things like, how did you do that? But I let them slide. It does also start out a little slow, but aside from those things, I think this is very, very good. I'm going to give A Quiet Place a B+. I would definitely recommend it. As a horror movie, it's one of the better ones I've seen in a while. Probably, I actually don't know. But it's definitely one of the better ones in recent memory. I think this is a really great movie, and I definitely recommend you see it. So that is my review for A Quiet Place. I have a review for the game A Way Out. I don't know if it's already out yet, like if I put it up yet, but that's coming if I haven't. And you were never really hear. I have a review for that coming. But yeah, so that is my review for A Quiet Place. So, peace.